And pull this up. So welcome everybody. First of all, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, my friend Alex Knightley, who I usually play Borderlands 3 with on Friday nights. Sends her sincerest apologies. She is she has a lot of severe weather around her, so she doesn't want to risk her PC. I do not blame her whatsoever. PCs are expensive, and I don't want her to ruin her stuff. I hope she's okay. I messaged her about 30 minutes ago. I have not heard back from her, so Alex, hope you're doing okay. So we're going to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tonight. So we're going to take this kind of slow because we're there at the end, basically. And I'm going to go over in detail what happened and what didn't happen and try to figure out what the heads and tails are of this game. Because let me tell you something, it's not easy to figure this thing out. But let's go ahead and talk about me first. My name is Enigma. I am a variety streamer here on all your favorite streaming platforms. Having a great time on Friday nights and Sunday mornings. As this week, though, if you paid attention to my Twitter account, you saw I was here on Monday and Tuesday because I had the opportunity. So I was here. Boss was out of town. I got to play. It's just how it works. So, where the heck is it? There it is. So we're getting close to the end here. But I play a lot of different games. I am an old school gamer. I actually played Final Fantasy VII when it first came out. And I've been comparing that story to this story and trying to point out the differences because, believe it or not, there are big differences between this story and that story. They are generally following the actual storyline of Final Fantasy VII, but there's a lot of liberties being taken with it, and probably the reason why is because we have two different directors. Final Fantasy VII, I shouldn't say directors, producers of the game. Final Fantasy VII, the original, was a Hironobu Sakaguchi production, the father of Final Fantasy. That is the guy who is responsible for the first 10 or 11, right? He did a whole bunch of them. And then basically he got in a lot of trouble because of the failure of the Spirits Within movie. He was the director of that. They looked at that, pinned it on him, and they kind of... my understanding is in Japan you don't really get fired as much as you basically throw yourself onto your sword. You're expected to resign, that kind of thing, because it's an honorable thing to do, and that's kind of what he did. This game is directed by Tetsuya Nomura, who is the character designer from the Final Fantasy VII character. So Tetsuya Nomura actually did design this character model of Cloud. This is his character. It was a lot of the characters were designed by Yoshitaka Amano, the famous Japanese painter, up until this point. Until 7 came out, and they went with the Nomura style with 7 because of the polygonal graphics, the polygons and things like that. It was much easier. Daddy, I'll talk. Daddy, I'm sorry, I can't read that. That day, 23. I'll talk to you later. Sorry. I don't have I need readers to read smaller text. I apologize. But Nomura designed all these characters because they thought it would be easier to adapt his characters to polygonal wireframes and things like that, and it really was. Now, of course, a couple years later, they would remaster a lot of the Final Fantasies that were done before this, and then they had cutscenes where they took Amano's artwork and turned them into full motion video, so I guess that was kind of weird. But anyway, Nomura is still with Square Enix. Sakaguchi and Amano still technically is with Square Enix. Because that logo that you see, that Final Fantasy logo, he designed it. That's Amano's logo. So he's still technically there. Sakaguchi, I think, is kind of semi-retired at this point. I know he founded Mistwalker. And he's done a couple of games since leaving Square Enix, and he did some good ones too. Blue Dragon I liked. What was the other one he did on the Xbox 360 that was really good about the immortal guy? I can't remember the name of it, but they're good games that he did. But anyway, we're here at the end. This is going to be towards the end of the game. Now, I will tell you, as I'm going to point out the differences in the story between 7 and where we are right now. This never happened in the original game. Where we are right now, Cloud in the wheelchair in Aerith's house at the end of Final Fantasy VII, the second disc of Final Fantasy VII did not happen. Basically, what they're doing with this game, with Final Fantasy VII, is they've split the 3 discs into 3 separate games. Okay, we had the remake, which took us all the way up to the end of Midgard. Then we have this game, Rebirth, that's taking us to the end of, we'll see. And then we get to the third disc, the third game where we're kind of, in the third game where you're kind of rounding everything up. I believe they're going to call that one Reunion, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, when that comes out in 3, 4, who knows how many years. It's Square Enix, so who the heck knows. But we know it's coming, and eventually. But this stuff about being in the house was not there. And the reason why is because basically Final Fantasy VII, once you left Midgard, you couldn't get back in there until much later in the game, until like the third disc or something. So at least I think that's what it was. So where we are right now, this never really happened in the game. This also is going to have Zack in it. Zack, of course, he was in Final Fantasy VII for a cup of coffee, as the Macho Man would say.
Let's take a walk, okay? One thing. You have to promise not to look up. Because I'm pretty sure you won't like what you see.
You know I'm gonna have to look now, right?
Yeah.
Right. There I go, putting my foot in my mouth. When will I ever learn?
Yeah, someone's going to have to shut you up. So basically what's happening here is, what I believe is happening here, it's very poorly alluded to,
Hey,
is...
let's check it out. Come on.
These are... It's like a multiverse kind of thing, which is the laziest storytelling now.
Ta-da!
Oh, I do have bourbon tonight.
Can I have one? Can I?
None of this happened in the original
Please.
game. It's this wonderful bottle. It's just like the bottle I had last week. The truth is, though, I can't drink too much of it. Last week, I drank way too much of this stuff because it's very good.
Whichever one you pick.
And after my stream, I don't remember what I did.
Why are you acting so weird?
And according to my girlfriend, I make popcorn.
Well, you are.
Don't remember.
This isn't you.
If you ask me, I'd probably say, this piece.
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna let him choose.
No, I'm gonna let him choose.
Everything is free. But remember, it's one per person.
Yeah, free, but one per person.
This is it. After much cajoling, Cloud is about to give his very first gift to Aerith. Only question is, which one will he choose?
So I don't know what necessarily happens here for choosing whatever, there's the hair barrette, the pink hair clip, I'm sorry. Then we have the gold bracelet, or we have the stamp figurine. I will tell you, my first time through, I took the stamp figurine. This time, what the heck, I will do the gold bracelet. I have no idea
That one.
what they
I'm
mean.
so sorry. I meant everything but that one. Tell you what, I've got something else I think you'll love. Come on, man.
Whatever.
You know, that's actually pretty neat. Perfect, even.
You kidding me?
I'll miss these moments. Thank you both.
From what I am gathering, this is kind of a world between worlds, kind of.
That way. Come on.
Because they're trying to up the stakes, basically. Hey, that's not Tifa. Leave him alone. Aerith. We went on the cloud with the date with Tifa, not Aerith. Oh, we got candy.
It's your lucky day, you two. Feel free to take whatever you'd like. Oh, but only one per person.
Then we better choose wisely.
So I went with the Champs chips before because I like dogs. I'm gonna go. Let's see. We have the Choco Sticks. I'm gonna go with Cosmo Candy this time and see what she does.
I'll take one of those.
Then I'll have one of those.
All right. Though these aren't the only treats I've got, you know. How about my latest creation?
Mm-hmm. That's right. It
Really?
doesn't matter which ones we take.
Let's try it.
Sure.
Go on, enjoy. Figured I'd pull out all the stops for my last hurrah. Guess I pulled out one too many.
No,
All
it
right.
just needs a little sugar, maybe.
That's right. A little sugar.
Yeah. And take out whatever's making my tongue tingle.
It sounds to me like I need to start over. If only we all had more time, am I right?
And more time is kind of a theme here with this stuff because, oh, there's
Pretty sure I only asked to
Zach.
meet with Professor Hojo. Not a whole platoon. Whatever. The world's about to end anyway.
So Zack is the soldier that in the original Final Fantasy VII, when Cloud was telling his story about going to Nibelheim and Tifa and all that stuff we did at the beginning of the game. In the original Final Fantasy VII, Cloud's memory was really foggy, and they don't reveal it exactly what happened in this game. I think it'll probably happen in the next one. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But in the original Final Fantasy VII, the story that Cloud is telling is through Zack's eyes. He is remembering Zack. He's not remembering his own memories. So Zack actually was in Final Fantasy VII for like this long, okay? Like this long. Since that time, Zack has become kind of an underground character that a lot of Final Fantasy fans wanted to know more about. So they did Crisis Core, and Crisis Core was on the PSP, and then more recently they did Crisis Core Reunion on the PlayStation and the Switch. I don't think they did it on the Xbox. Maybe they did it on the Xbox too. I don't remember. But it was more about him, and that's where Cisne was. We met Cisne in that game as well. But basically it's just Cloud has his memory mixed up, and he's remembering what Zack had to do. But Zack is in this game a heck of a lot more, and he never was in the original game. For this long, anyway.
Lose and everything to gain.
So this is where you've been hiding, in a world that has accepted its fate.
Hey, what's that?
Let's go see.
Just as you must.
Sorry, folks. I've only got one shot left.
We were next.
We've been waiting for ages.
We don't have any photos
We
together.
don't have any either.
Oh, Aerith is
Okay,
being a pain.
how about you all pose? Cutest looking couple gets their photo taken.
Oh, they're doing the heart. Yeah, hey. Go showtime. A dance. I don't know. The modeling pose to me is the best one, I think. Yeah, I kind of like that one.
Okay, you two. Smile real big for the camera now.
Smile big, yeah.
Hold on, Biggs. I'm coming.
Oh, he's trying to save Charlie Sheen. There's Charlie Sheen. Tell me that's not Charlie Sheen. It's totally Charlie
Yes.
Sheen.
Reactor busted?
Seems it's all out of Mako. I'm still sucking away, but the only thing it's pulling up is dirt.
Meaning?
Let the life streams bone dry. Bomb one reactor, bomb them all. Planet's done either way. And so are we.
Run! That it?
Bomb barely made it through testing. Figures it'd fail for real. What am I still doing here? Why did I have to survive? Look at me.
Too much tiger blood.
Useless. Can't even make a damn bomb.
You're not useless.
For a moment there, I thought my life might have some meaning, but it doesn't mean shit.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Wanna know why? Because you mean a lot to a lot of people. So come on, man.
Zack was also the ex-boyfriend, or the boyfriend of Aerith. So when Aerith at the beginning of the remake said, "Oh, my boyfriend was in Soldier," she was talking about Zack.
Why you here?
Yeah, about that.
Never mind. I know. Kinda obvious now I think about it.
Kinda obvious.
World may be ending and all, but a bombing's still a bombing.
That's part of it too. But mostly, I was worried about you.
That bleeding heart. It'll get you killed.
I don't know. I wanted to take action. Take charge.
And of course,
Take control.
Biggs is supposed to be
to
dead,
know that I
and
had
he's
a
not.
choice.
So
That this path, this world was one I chose. I wanted to take back my life.
and now he is.
Biggs? Buddy? No. No. Biggs, get up!
Uh-oh.
End of the road, huh? Fate's got one twisted sense of humor.
So, from what I understand,
I'm always the punchline, but I'm sick of taking its shit! This is my life. I make the rules.
there are different, apparently, tellings of this game in this game.
Later. Bye. Come on, let's go. Hey, why'd you pass on us?
Well, for starters, you don't look like you're on a date. More like at a funeral.
Well, I don't think that's true at all.
Just have fun while you can, huh? See ya.
Now then, where shall we go to next?
Before that, talk to me. What's going on with this place? With you? And please don't play dumb.
All right. I'll tell you when we get to our spot, okay?
Where's that?
You really have to ask? It's one of my most favorite places.
It's the church.
Can I make it any more obvious?
So we are in control. There's really no fighting here, but basically, Square Enix has been very coy about how the story of this game is going to go. There's the church, and the reason why is because of
Cloud.
the events are going to hinder. There's Johnny.
Biggs. Or Aerith. How the hell am I supposed to choose?
Well, this guy will help.
Sephiroth! Hey!
You want a piece of me?
No, not you.
Yeah, he's after somebody else.
It was all you, wasn't it, Sephiroth? Well, it isn't over yet.
Maybe not. And we saw in our last stream how driven Cloud was becoming towards finding the black materia, and he's the one who actually ended up giving the black materia to Sephiroth. Black materia summons Meteor, which is will destroy the planet, basically, or exterminate all life on the planet. Is the best way to put it, I guess. And that did happen in the original game as well. Cloud did end up giving the black materia to Sephiroth.
This is it, right? Our spot?
I could have swore I just said that.
Bingo.
That was easy.
I told you it was obvious.
It is.
Well, you'll have to give me a harder one next time.
Oh?
If there is a next time.
Next time?
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Why not? At least I know now where you and I stand, I mean. Thing is, Cloud, I really like you. But then, like can mean a lot of different things, can't it?
This is very true.
Because there's liking, and then there's liking.
And then there's lusting, and
Seriously?
then there's, yeah.
What's going on? You've been weird all day.
I'm sorry.
There's their theme, very well done. All the character themes in Final Fantasy VII are very well done.
Whatever happens, don't blame yourself.
Aerith's theme has been very beautiful.
Cloud. Thank you. Sorry. I'll be okay. Here. Take it.
The white
But
materia.
your mom gave that to you.
This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you.
So the white materia means something completely different. And
Cloud.
they don't reveal it in this game, so I'm not going to talk about it, but it is important. And there goes Sephiroth. Very confusing the way that they put these plot twists into this version of the game. And you know, there are parts of this game that are much better than story-wise than Final Fantasy VII, the original. But then there's other things like this whole after stuff happens, and we'll get to that. It gets really confusing because they don't explain anything.
Behold, the true nature of reality. when the boundaries of fate are breached, new worlds are born.
Okay.
The planet encompasses a multitude of worlds, ever unfolding.
So it's a multiverse. That's what he's saying.
Some quickly perish, while others endure. Yet even the most resilient worlds are doomed to fade. Nevertheless, their loss is not to be mourned. For it is not death, but a homecoming that awaits them. And in the planet's embrace, all life is as one. All born are bound to her. Should this world be unmade, so too shall her children.
He'd tell you that he only cares about the planet.
We'll get to this.
That he'd do everything in his power to protect and preserve it. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be.
Listen to the planet, Cloud. To her ecstatic cries, her rapture.
Screaming! It's screaming!
Oh, Cloud. I thought you might finally understand. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together. 7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Okay.
Let go of the past, Cloud. For the future is bright. We are to bear witness to the reunion of worlds.
Reunion. There it is again. Reunion.
Reunion.
So Sephiroth wants to merge all versions of the world, supposedly. And I will... Okay, here... All right.
Leave me out of it.
How very stubborn of you. Perhaps you need a little push.
No, that's what we all need. Madness, as you know, is a lot like gravity. All you need is a little push. Okay, so none of this crap ever happened in the original Final Fantasy VII. The storyline was very simple. Cloud himself here has been injected with Sephiroth's DNA, and that's why. And so all soldiers, part of Soldier, capital Soldier, all have Sephiroth's DNA in them. That's why the figures that are robed that are chasing him, they all have Sephiroth, a little bit of Sephiroth in them. And that's why they continue chasing him. And that's why Cloud continues chasing him. That's why from the very beginning of the game, and that's why in the first game, Cloud is like, we have to find Sephiroth. Because Cloud is doing the same thing the robed figures are doing. He just isn't doing it as zombie-like, okay? But that's why he's been, especially towards the end of the game, where he was much more driven. Sephiroth is talking to him in his head because there's a little bit of Sephiroth inside of his body. And that's why he gave the black materia to Sephiroth. Sephiroth, in the original game, was dead. At least to a point. Everybody thought he was dead. They found him later. He was stuck in the life stream. That's a whole other kit and caboodle that's not revealed in this game whatsoever. Let's just say somebody threw him in the life stream, and I will not reveal who that is tonight. But that's kind of what happened. Sephiroth takes the black materia from Cloud that summons Meteor. Sephiroth is not... He's half human, okay? Hojo's his daddy. He's Hojo. He's half Hojo. The other half of him is Genova. Genova is an alien. Genova, the mother, is not from the planet. So Sephiroth is actually technically trying to do something. If he dies, he doesn't necessarily return to the life stream, right? That's why when they find him in a life stream, he was just stuck in it, kind of. You know what I mean? So he wants to summon Meteor with the black materia, and Meteor will cause a wound so big in the earth that the life stream will flow to fix this huge wound, and Sephiroth wants to be right there to suck up all that power. That's the original Final Fantasy VII storyline in a nutshell. Okay, this whole thing with multiverse, this whole thing with reunion of worlds and Zack and Biggs having a sharing this and they're sharing candy together and everything, never happened in the original game. None of it ever happened. They're trying to up the stakes, is what they're trying to do with this version of the game. These remakes, okay? They're trying to make it more about how do you make things more than the world? You make it about all worlds, right? Because there's always this multiverse theory out there, right? That this morning when I got up, I did not eat breakfast, but there's a version of me that ate breakfast, right? And because I ate breakfast, that might mean I do something completely different, right? You turn left and you should have turned right, or whatever. That's how you come to a choice, and every time you make a choice, there's a version of you, supposedly, that makes the exact opposite choice, which creates the multiverses. And that's what they're kind of, at least that's what I think you're trying to allude to with this. But what I'm telling you is that none of this crap ever happened, okay? Including that.
I give you my blessing. That doesn't belong here.
Nope, you didn't like that. I wonder why.
Very poor form.
The Whispers really want that materia. That white materia. Now we get to fight. Whispers never really, they didn't exist in the original game either, so. Oh gosh, okay, that kind of was weird. But anyway, that's kind of where, I mean, that's kind of in a nutshell thing of what the original game was about, is that Sephiroth summons Meteor in order to create a wound in the planet so large that he ends all life, and he basically sucks the life stream up. That is what it's supposed to happen. And the white ones are on our side, maybe?
We meet again.
You're okay. Sephiroth's here. I can feel him, watching us.
Yeah. But forget about him for now. Just focus on yourself, okay?
But I'm fine.
Focus on you, Cloud. The one I've been trying to find. The real you.
Huh?
Leave Sephiroth to me. I can handle him.
That's what she thinks.
He's planning to use the black materia, but I won't let that happen. He has to be stopped by a Cetra. And I'm the last.
And she is half Cetra, and she's the last Cetra. Comes down to Genova and the Cetra. And that's the white materia. Very important for probably the next game. At least it was in the original game.
Thanks for returning it to me, Cloud. I appreciate it. But now, it belongs with you.
Now it's a clear material, which is different.
It looks empty.
And Aerith is gone. Or she's leaving.
Aerith? Aerith! Aerith! Come back!
We are in control here. We just can't do a whole lot. Aerith's going to get away whether we want her to or not. This is me on Friday night. Of last week when I had all that bourbon. Okay, so now we go all Doctor Who, I guess. So Cloud did save Aerith at the end of the last thing. When he gave the black material to Sephiroth, Sephiroth was kind of just like, hey, there's Kate Sith apologizing to us for what he had done. With his Scottish accent, he is. Yes. And there's Sid saying, ah, okay, whatever. He's cussing whatever he's saying. At least original Sid in Final Fantasy VII would have been cussing, because that's all he did was cuss. Barrett is carrying Cloud. And this did happen in the original game as well. Aerith goes off basically on her own and tells everybody, I'm the one who can stop Sephiroth. You guys hang back, don't do anything. So it's our party members.
Hey, Aerith! Hey, hold up. Cloud!
Cloud! Please tell me you're okay.
I'm fine.
Didn't know if it was Mako poisoning or the degradation, but I thought you were done for.
Sorry to disappoint.
Well, you can thank me for the ride later. Gotta find Aerith first.
She told us that an ancient city lies just beyond these woods, and that the Cetra built a very special altar there. That's where she's headed, I'm sure of it.
And Red would be correct.
Sephiroth stole the black materia.
No, Cloud gave it to her.
Meaning he could destroy the entire planet any minute.
That's not how Meteor works.
Aerith said she's the only one who can stop him.
But that's true.
Where is this place?
No one knows but her.
We got separated in the fog, and she's out there, all alone.
Then we'd better hurry.
And for the record, Cloud is still not over his
That way.
Sephiroth stuff.
So sure?
Sometimes you just know.
So, Cloud, I heard something from Aerith. She said Sephiroth kicked the ever-living crap out of you back in the Temple of the Ancients.
You heard wrong. Didn't go down like that.
Okay. Then how exactly did he get the materia from you?
Cloud gave it to him.
You don't always have to play the badass, you know.
Alright, fine. You win. beat the shit out of me and took the materia. It's my fault.
It is his fault.
Mine too. I should have been there for you, but I wasn't.
So Cloud's gonna have conversations now with each of the party members as we walk towards.
Dream you were having.
Yeah.
Judging by the way your eyes were twitching.
Don't know if I'd call it a dream.
Either way, something happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah. Got sent to another world. Apparently, there's at least a few more than one.
Is that right?
I'd explain, but don't think I can.
It's all right. Doubt I'd want to hear it anyway.
Now it's Red's turn.
Is it just me, or is there something weird about this mist?
There is.
Do you see them in it too? The whispers?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to say it, but if the whispers control fate, then does that mean we were destined to be separated from Aerith?
Maybe.
Why'd I have to open my mouth?
Kate's next. Now I will say this, guys, and I really mean this when I say this. This game does a much better job of the original than fleshing out some of the other characters, because of you hear more of their backstory, you see more of their backstory. In the original game, it was all done via text. Now I have often said, and I still honestly do mean, that the older games were better because they did more with less. You know, they only had text to convey emotion and things like that too. And believe me, there are people who cried at a part coming up here at the original Final Fantasy VII. Yes, they did. I did not, but other people did. And it was done via video, but they had text to convey emotion. This game has full motion video. It's got voice acting. It's got cutscenes. It just does a much better job of conveying the side characters, the other characters' story than the original game did. In the original game, it was all about Cloud and Sephiroth for the most part, and then Tifa and Aerith. And the other characters kind of fell by the waysides a little bit. Yeah, Barrett had his time in the sun. Red 13 had his time in the sun. Yuffie had a side mission or two. But for the most part, it was all about Cloud, Sephiroth, Tifa, and Aerith. They were the best characters that were really fleshed out in the game. And in this game, they've done a much better job of conveying, you know, Barrett's tragedy, how he feels about things. Red 13, what he has gone through. Yuffie's still kind of an enigma, like me, except with an I. She spells it correctly when I'm talking about her. But that'll probably be revealed in the next game, just more than likely. Oh, I know. Where's Red? Oh, it's Tifa first. Okay.
Hey, Cloud, promise me, if you start feeling sick or thinking weird thoughts, you'll let us know.
Yeah, Tifa knows.
Thoughts like...
For example, stuff like thinking I'm not the real me.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sephiroth was telling him that.
But I do want you to talk to me, or someone at least.
Alright, I can do that.
That happened earlier, that Sephiroth was telling Cloud that that's not the real Tifa because she doesn't have the scar when Sephiroth slashed her. Now it's Kate's turn, I think.
Cloud?
Yep.
I've apologized to everyone else, but not to you, so I'm sorry for giving the keystone to Shinra. I truly am. I just thought that since it was so dangerous, I'd rather something happened to one of them than to one of you.
No need to explain yourself.
You're a good man, Cloud. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Oh, I'm still pretty pissed. Just got bigger fish to fry.
Right, that makes sense. Still, I'll do what I can to help, and we'll fry those fish together.
Yes! Make sure of one thing before you go any further in this game. Make sure, if it's your first time through, that you have Cait Sith equipped with materia, okay? There's going to be a fight coming up where you have to have materia equipped on everybody to cast magic spells, because the enemy you're fighting will only take damage via magic for a little while. And Cait Sith is part of that battle. If you do not have him equipped with at least one magic materia, it's going to make your life miserable. So he left the party because he betrayed the party. He is back now. When first time I went through this game, I completely forgot about equipping him with things, and I got to that final battle, and I had to play through I literally had to play through the final battle of this game, which is multi-tiered, by the way. Just a billion times, it felt like to me. And part of it was really annoying is that Kate Sith could not cast any magic to help. It was basically, I think it was Red and Tifa, I think, that were casting all the magic, and then Kate Sith was just like, I'm just going to sit here with my horn and just going to blow it. So, make sure you do that. Also, make sure you have all your materia equipped on everybody. Make sure you have all your good stuff equipped, okay? Just make sure that you have everybody equipped with something that, you know, that they can use. Okay, Red doesn't have anything here. What can we equip him with here? Items. Mythical amulet. Strengthens summons. I don't want to do that. Increases effectiveness of healing spells. That's an interesting thing. I have 2 of those. Salvation badge. I already used one of those. No, I have not. That's a good idea. Look at all this stuff that I have not been using. Look at this stuff. Yeah. Kate. Interesting. This is very interesting stuff. I know I've had all this stuff, but I've not really used a lot of it. And then she has the earrings, but we're going to go ahead and give her... We have much better earrings to give her. Sorcerer's earrings are amazing. Okay. And of course, make sure you have all of your weapon skills equipped, which we do. Make sure you have everything equipped you possibly can. Again, go through your materia, make sure you have stuff equipped. Cloud will need spells, so will Aerith. Everyone's going to need at least one maxed out materia, okay? So kind of go through your materias, make sure you have stuff that is maxed out and ready. Like for instance with Cloud here, we have lightning materia that's maxed out. With Barrett here, we have healing. Petrify, wind materia is maxed out. Tifa is going to have fire and ice. Okay, that's really good. Red's going to have lightning and wind, which is really good. Yuffie has ice, which is maxed out. Kate Sith should have fire, right? And he has a couple fires. Well, he has lightning, it's maxed out. And then we're going to have Aerith here, who has revival. Wind materia is maxed out. And the reason why is because now when we get to one of the battles, elements do matter, but when we get to the final battle, the elements don't matter. It just matters that you have a really strong magic spell. You know, the gods, okay? You need a fire god, a blizzard god. You need to have one of those, because the last battle you're going to have to use them, okay? I mean, it's just really what it comes down to. And do everything you can. So make sure you've got all that. Again, I always suggest having a healing materia on everybody. By this part of the game, you should have at least most of them maxed out. So you know, Curaga is really, really important to have. Revival, you know, I mean, it's handy, but it's not necessarily. And I mean, in the final battle, I have it equipped on Aerith for a reason. But just kind of make sure you have a max out healing elemental materia, and then you also have healing materia as close to max out as you can on everybody. Best advice I can offer you. So, best advice. And I know there's people out there that are going to have like super amazing builds, and hey, you can take the final battle down so easily by doing it like this. And I will tell you, listen to them. They probably know what they're talking about. I'm just telling you from what I have played in this game. It took me about a dozen times to beat this game to the last battle, because I kept failing in the same exact spots, because I played the game exactly the way that I thought it needed to be played. Hey, Vincent.
The grand metropolis, where the ancients once gathered to pray, thought lost to time. until today.
Vincent sadly is not playable in this version. And neither is Sid, so the Final Fantasy purists who are wondering why they're not in the game, they are. They're just not playable like they were in the original game.
It is. Yeah, Gramps told me all about it when I was growing up. He called it the Forgotten Capital. Said it was the heart of Cetran civilization, but I never thought I'd see it.
And yes, you are.
This place screams fancy altar. Aerith's gotta be here.
Well then, let's go get our girl.
Whoop, whispers.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say those assholes are fixing to get in our way again.
I would say that's pretty smart.
Look at them, though.
Yeah. They're different. Don't belong to Fate or the planet.
That's because they're...
They belong to Sephiroth.
Exactly.
I'm waiting, Cloud. What is all this?
It's the end.
Sephiroth.
This didn't happen in the original game. The Forgotten Capital did, and where we're going does, yes. This part did not happen in the original game, though.
Good, Aerith. Pray. It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. When spite and sorrow are harvested to feed the planet.
Yeah, they really tie it. They really do the one-winged angel thing with him a lot, don't they? All right, so. So none of that crap happened in the original game. That being said, the Forgotten Capital does happen, and this is the point of no return. Okay, not that you can return anyway. I mean, you can't fast travel from here or anywhere else because you don't have access to Aerith at this point of the game. But this is the final. You get to this, you're going to have a long string of boss battles. There will be a couple of times where you get a little bit of respite, but this is a long string of boss battles. And this is also the point where all my Final Fantasy VII OG fans know and remember. And I will go ahead and tell the story now. We're getting close to the end, so we have some time for me to tell this story. Back in the 90s, we had a magazine. We had several magazines. One of my very favorite magazines was PSM magazine. That's PSM, and that was PlayStation Magazine is what it stood for. It was an unauthorized PlayStation magazine. What I mean by unauthorized was there were 3 magazines out there that were authorized by the companies who made the consoles. There was Nintendo Power, which was directly employed by they all worked for Nintendo. That worked for Nintendo Power. The official PlayStation magazine was what it was called. They all worked for Sony. And then Sega had their version as well, which I don't remember, Sega Visions or whatever. Sega had their own magazine for a while as well. And forgive me for not remembering because I did not grow up a huge Sega fan. I grew to love Sega, and I love Sega now, absolutely. Mid-90s, I fell in love with a lot of Sega stuff, but I did not grow up a Sega kid, okay? Because I'm in America. UK is where all that happened. Europe is where all the Sega stuff happened, right? PSM, one of my favorite magazines, absolutely. Unauthorized PlayStation magazine, which means they did not answer to Sony. They didn't answer to anybody. They basically wrote what they wanted to. They said what they wanted to, and their reviews usually usually were pretty honest. And, you know, not always, though. They didn't make any sense on some of their reviews, and I think that's because they were paid to do some reviews. As we've often talked about my dislike for gaming journalists. But back in the 90s, it wasn't that bad. There was some bad stuff, but it wasn't that bad. A lot of the time, they were edgy, they were funny, they really tried to do things that, you know, kind of pushed the envelope a little bit. And they did a whole... when you subscribe to PSM Magazine, every month for a year, they would give you a CD-ROM. This is back when CDs were a huge deal, right? CDs were big because they were on PlayStation and all that. And I remember that I still have some of them, actually, and I wish... I should look to see if they still work. I don't know if the resolution will still work, but they would give you, like, screensavers and wallpapers that were drawn. They had really well-drawn covers to their magazines and stuff, and they would do screensavers and they would do wallpapers of their artwork that they had done, as well as official artwork from games, which was great at the time. But anyway, they did a whole CD-ROM dedicated to Final Fantasy VII, because Final Fantasy VII came out in Japan in January of 1997. We didn't get it till September. So it was 8 months we had to wait for Final Fantasy VII. Someone you might know, who's pointing to himself right now, didn't wait. He imported the game anyway. But before that, and for the record, don't import RPGs that aren't in English because you don't understand them. I didn't understand what I was doing. But PSM does this whole CD-ROM based off of Final Fantasy VII, right? So they send it to you, you get it to you, you put it in your computer. Back when computers had CD-ROMs, I had my CD-ROM in there, and I'm looking at all the screenshots and the wallpapers, and they've got all these videos on the CD-ROM about battles and summons and all that. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. And then there was a section in the CD-ROM that was full-motion video cutscenes that were in Final Fantasy VII. And one of them was called simply, and I remember this very vividly, A Death. That's all the video was called, A Death. And of course, I didn't know what it was. I clicked on it, and this part of the game was absolutely spoiled for me. So, yes. I'm doing great, Amanda. Thank you. Happy Friday. Really hope you had a great weekend. Or have a great week, I mean. And you're going to have a great weekend. Honestly, it doesn't matter about the bad damage you take here. You'll be healed. So, I mean, do what you can do, but don't worry too much about the little stuff. Me too. I want to have a great weekend. I do know that the young lady who gave me a wonderful massage last month is coming tomorrow to give me a massage, and I can't wait for that. But I am doing absolutely fantastic. What is? Okay, we'll do triple slash here. Yeah, I'm like really looking forward to my massage tomorrow. From what I've been told about my, whenever apparently when I get stressed or tense, I accrue all of that in my shoulders. So, I'm looking forward to getting rid of that tension tomorrow. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
How are we supposed to get through?
Shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta say the magic words. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
Nope, not gonna happen to you.
No thanks. I'm good.
Has to be Cloud.
Cloud, now!
She needs you. Go.
So all the whisper stuff didn't happen in the original game. There were no whispers at all. The game have played through like a normal game. All this stuff with whispers and multiverses and fate and all that stuff did not happen in the original game. Is he wearing Doc Martens? Alright, so from here, we lose access to everybody. This will be a part of the game where we only control Mr. Cloud. There's nothing to collect here that I remember, anyway. And then we're going to go down. Of course, Aerith is here. And we're going to go over this part in detail, okay? Because this actually... The whispers... Forget the whispers. Forget those ghost things. They were not in the original game whatsoever, so when you see them, just... When I tell you, just assume that when I tell you what's about to happen, or what's going to happen, or how things are happening in the original game, just let's just assume those ghost monster things were not even there, because they were not, okay? But this is your last respite right here, okay? So go ahead and have a seat. Recover all your magic and your health, because from here on out, it's going to be a slog, okay? And of course, we are going to go through the things that actually happened and the things that didn't actually happen in the game. This is also the last part where you can use your folios, so... Now that I think about it, I have a lot of points to use. Enhanced. That's MP up. MP recovery rate's not bad. Go with that one though. HP is very important. Obviously. And that's one I can't get yet. Increases limit gauge. Especially blocking. Well, I don't block very well, so forget that. Counterfire. Enhanced guard. I don't guard very well. Got those. What is this? Formal counter. I said I don't use Punisher mode either. But MP is actually quite nice. So let's go ahead and take that. MP and HP is nice. And I'm sure there's, like I said, there's builds out there who know what they're doing. Much better than I know what I'm doing. Why do I feel like Cloud had more access to things than this? This feels very small. That increases max HP by 3. Doesn't sound like a lot, but... Why not? I don't guard with him, but the computer does. I don't use Punisher mode. These are all combo attacks. Okay, you know what? I'll bite on some of this stuff. Why not? I have points to burn, and I can always reset it later if it sucks. $15. 15 left, right? So that's 10, and that's 5. So I said, smoke them if you got them. This is going to be it for your stuff. Covers 10% when receiving healing. Okay, that's actually not a bad skill. Reduces. Increases duration of received benefits by 15%. See, Barrett is much more of a... this is max HP by... I don't know about that one. And that's party HP. Okay, I see what that is. Let's see. What do we have down here? That is 5. That is also 5. I have 20 points, right? It's 15, so now I have 5 left. Electric impulse. Fiery impulse. More things were weak to fire than they are to electric. Tifa! Muscle Mommy Tifa. What do we got here? Increase the limit gauge guard rate by 5% upon staggering an enemy. MP recovery rate, very important. Tifa is actually much more of a physical character, quite frankly. Wait, what does that say? Oh, with unbridled strength. So half the time she'll actually have it already. I don't have the... Okay, well... Someone's going to go through when he hasn't been drinking to redo this whole thing. Like I said, though. So, oh my gosh, Aerith has 125. Didn't mean to do that. Magic defense by 35. Absolutely. Increases. What is this? Okay, that's not bad. Reduces magic damage. Aerith is not known for her high HP, so getting all the HP for her is actually quite helpful. Increases duration inflicted by additional sound. Okay, well, what is this? I already unlocked that one. I'll take that. I have 25 left. Sure. Oh no, we're not done yet. Red 13. Yeah, I'll take the HP. Always take the stat boosts, I think. What is this one? This is increases vengeance gains after being revived. Nice, I don't block. So let's take this one. So I do defeat enemies in battle. These are for the last weapon level that you get for doing things on hard mode, which I have not done yet. That's why they're... You'll notice I'll have one thing locked out that I don't have access to. Might as well just keep getting the stat boosts, right? I'm taking the stat boosts because there are things that are kind of just done in the game, I suppose. Wildfire. I have 10 left. What's left that I can take that's 10? And by the way, you can always go back and reset and do this again, so... What you're doing is not set in stone. I'm just using it because I'm doing the smoke 'em if you got 'em technique. This is Yuffie. Yeah, she'll take the HP. Abso-freaking-lutely, I'll take that. I don't use blocking. Yep. Luck by 50. Well, I mean, who doesn't want more luck, right? I mean... I want more luck. Kate Sith, 155. What do you got for us? Critical damage by 5%. Yeah, I'll take that. The one I'm looking at is the blue ones because of the stat boosts, right? It was a random second tier unique ability immediately after calling the Moogle. Oh, okay. Well. Why wouldn't I want that? That's a good skill. Of course, Kate Sith is the absolutely kind of the wild card of the group. Incapacitation is that reprieve is a very good spell or a good good technique. Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, now that we're there, and I have all the really good boosts that I want. From here, we just kind of go with what's left. Cold front. Sure, magic megaphone. Why the frick not? I don't want bodyguard. That's not good. I don't want that. We'll do rolling thunder. And I have 10 left. And apparently it wants me to take that. Okay. So, alright, we're good. We're good. So let's do one more heal. Just because I want to... No, that's not what I wanted. You'll never get all of the skills with your folio, so don't even try. Okay, so we're now going to go see what's going to happen from here. Okay. Oh, don't forget you can buy stuff if you really need it. I'm a hoarder. I have a lot of items. So that's where we're headed. Right over there. where the stuff is happening. In the room where it happens. I know that's a bad joke. Alright. This is a really good bourbon, guys. I can't tell you how good it is because it's really good. Like, I have a new favorite bourbon, and it's this. A little more expensive than I would like, but it's okay. This part of the game actually happened. Absolutely. Right down to Cloud questioning. I do like that she's questioning herself as the last living Cetra.
To keep the others safe.
And that's... She's praying and she's...
So much to me.
Yeah. So... I will tell you... we're going to pause it here in a second. I will tell you what actually happens here. Because this is a very... When I said the pivotal moment in the game that was spoiled for me, this is what it was, okay? This actually does happen pretty close to what happened in the actual game for the most part. Okay. So Cloud's trying to get to Aerith. But why is he trying to get to Aerith? Now, they did a very interesting thing here with this version of the game, is they're making... He's fighting the Whispers, which is why his sword is out and why he's doing this. In the original game, it made it look like he really wanted to kill Aerith. See, right here, he's got the sword raised. He really is trying not to... I mean, we don't know. I mean, really, we don't. But he has got his sword raised over her head. And yes, this is a quick time event. I'm hitting things. This did happen, where he had his sword drawn, and he was overhead, and he was going to do... Okay, and now this is the part. This is what was spoiled for me, quite frankly. Here he comes.
No!
Yep. So. We need to watch this whole thing before I go into details of what actually happens. Oh, we have to do this now. Nope, we don't. Yeah, there was no blood, and now there is. He got her. That actually did happen in the original game. As Sephiroth ran, and this is exactly correct, the white materia comes out of her hair. This is exactly how the original game happened. Right down to the music. This is shot for shot, almost. So in the original version of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud does struggle with trying... He kind of has this thing where he's flashing in and out of reality where he wants to kill Aerith. Like, he has his Buster Sword over his head, and then he kind of snaps out of it like, what am I doing? I should not be doing this. This is not right. And then Sephiroth descends just like he did there and rams his sword right through her chest, basically. And that's exactly what happened in the original Final Fantasy VII. The part here where Cloud says no and he blocks it with his sword did not happen in the original game. He was completely confused. He had no idea what was going on. He was struggling, and he a part of the reason that Cloud got really was lost and mad at himself is because he looked at himself, at least in my opinion, because it was never really communicated this way, that he let Aerith die. That he was right there and he couldn't stop Sephiroth from killing her. And but she did die in the original game. Okay, so what happens right here is actually what happened for the most part in the original game.
Don't wait.
That didn't happen either. Do you see how he's struggling? He's flashing in and out.
Tears are empty. Just like you.
Of course, there's more development here. In the original game, that wasn't really Sephiroth either. Ooh, I just spoiled something for you guys.
Cloud, it's okay.
Oh, she's way too much happiness on her face. And here comes the party.
I'll kill you!
Eric!
And so it begins.
And I think Tifa's wondering there if Cloud's the one who did it.
Worlds and emotions.
They didn't communicate that, but it looks like she was looking like if did Cloud do it.
It engulfs fleeting moments of joy, transforming them into rage, sadness, hatred. Never have I felt them so keenly.
So let's go over Sephiroth for just a second. First of all, as I said, it wasn't really Sephiroth that killed Aerith. It was a variant of Sephiroth, and we'll get into that, I'm sure, in the next game or whatever, if it actually happened. Sephiroth is still technically dead at this point of the game. Technically, he's still dead, as far as I remember. No, I'm wrong. I'm absolutely wrong. Cloud did give the black materia to Sephiroth before this, so I'm completely wrong. That was Sephiroth that killed her. I'm so sorry. I'm losing my mind here, right? And bourbon, you know. Aerith is basically came out here to use the white materia to stop Sephiroth, is what she was doing. And I think, quite frankly, from the way the first game was written, at least, pardon me, in English, I think Aerith knew she was going to die. Is the way that if you play the first game and you read everything that Aerith says as she's saying it throughout the game, she makes it kind of seem like, hey, let's live life to its fullest. Let's do this because we might not have the chance to do it again. You know, this kind of stuff where she's full of life, she's full of vibrance, she's full of, let's do this because who knows, right? And I think it's because she knew in the back of her mind that she was not long for this world, for the most part. But it was Sephiroth who killed her, basically, right there. As I had to go through the gears in my mind. Maybe we'll play, you know what, Sunday we might start Final Fantasy VII. I have it downloaded on my Switch. We might start that just because I don't know what we're gonna play next, so we'll see. But that's kind of what happened there. Is that Sephiroth killed her. There was a part where Cloud had his sword above his head. He was and Tifa coming up there like that, which was not in the original game. She's looking at Cloud, looking at the whole thing like, is Cloud the one who did it? You know, that I mean, the look on her face and everything was like, is this Cloud who did this? Because she knows Cloud's not been himself. He's been confused. So
I got this.
Can't believe I forgot that Sephiroth, that is actually Sephiroth. Yeah. Her theme is playing. It's great.
You'll never see the truth with such clouded eyes.
Shut up!
After all, you're just a puppet.
Which is true. Cloud's been doing Sephiroth's bidding this whole time. He just didn't know it. So, a month ago, when Cloud said, "Hey guys, let's follow Sephiroth and look at these pathetic robed guys that are following Sephiroth. Oh my God, what do they do? They're mindless." I'm like you're following Sephiroth? 100% true. All right, we have some limit breaks here already. Go get them, Red. Yeah. This one might take us a few minutes to do, a few tries to do, just simply because it is not as easy as I would like it to be. And I'm taking a lot of damage here. They're playing Aerith's theme in the background. I still don't know if I completely understand how this part of the game works, to be honest with you. I mean, sometimes I destroy that barrier immediately, and other times I just don't. So, I mean, go figure on that. What do you got, Tifa? What do you got for us? That's not what I wanted. We might have to do this one again. The whole idea is taking down that barrier before it takes us down. And there's a way to take it down in like one shot or something, and I don't know. I don't remember how it's done. Red, we're gonna have to do this again. I can already tell you we're gonna have to do this again. There goes Cloud.
Be careful. Just watch. You got this. You're up. Sick of.
Gosh, I wish I knew what I was doing here. I wasted it. Yep, completely wasted it. There we go. Barrier goes down.
Say goodbye. Leave this to me.
Tifa's gone. Barrier's back up. We're gonna lose it here. Yeah, this is not gonna work. You're right. It's a huge change, Amanda. It really is. But it was a product of its time. They could only do so much, and I completely understand and absolutely get it. It's just, it was a product of its time. You could only do what you could do. But you know, any time in a Final Fantasy game when you lose a party character, a party member like that, it's a really big deal. It doesn't happen very often in a Final Fantasy game where they just completely tell you, hey, by the way, this character is dead. You know, it doesn't happen a lot. Now comes the part where I wonder if I just do a spell on it, if it'll disintegrate. Yep, it is. Tifa, you should really use Chi Trap on this guy. Oh, and he moved. So I remember that for next time. Just use a spell on it. Well, there are people that I know that actually cried during Aerith's death when she died. Ares in the original game. You know, she had a lot of fans. You know, there's a lot of people that the whole thing about Final Fantasy VII for a long time was, are you Team Aerith or are you Team Tifa? Because they were rivals, right? I mean, they were complete rivals. But anytime you lose a full-time party member, they've tried to do it in other games. You know, where certain characters die, but they haven't been in your party. There's been no real development with them. Okay, so technically this fight with Jenova did happen in the original game. It didn't happen to this extent, but yes, it did happen. Oh, the way of that. Morning wall. Hello. Yeah, it's your turn. We're going to stagger it here in a second. But not until I heal Cloud. Oh, Tifa's about to eat it too. But Tifa can heal herself. There we go, staggered. Let him have it. Let him have it all. Anything you have saved up, hit him with it. Hit her with it. It's Jenova. All the fans is why there's change. You know what? You're not wrong. You're 1000% not wrong. There is a genre of anime out there called the harem anime. And Tenchi Muyo was one of the first. I don't know if it was the first, but it definitely was the one that was probably the most popular. Where you had a guy, a boy, a kid, a young man, that had a lot of women interested in him. And that is what... Oh, we have a synergy ability. And that is the problem with the harem anime is that you basically have all these people interested in certain characters, right? You have your fans of one character versus another character versus another character. You can't make a decision, you know, because you're going to tick off part of your large part of your fan base if the main character doesn't choose who it is. So this kind of is a small version of a takeoff of that. This part didn't happen with the falling through and all that stuff too, so I mean, just keep that in mind.
You good? That thing's gonna be in a few minutes. Got that right.
I have no... Oh, I have to hit 2.
Come on.
Oh, Kate Sith has a limit break. Hit him! Oh wait, we have to do... Hold on. The way Kate Sith limit breaks work is so lame. Okay. Here we go. Barrett has a limit break up. Hit the wings. Do not hit the. Do not hit Genova. Hit the wings. Oh, he hits. She hit stop on Barrett. Okay. Okay, Barrett's now back. There we go. Left wing is down. And Yuffie has her limit break up. We're gonna hit Bloodbath on the head.
You can say that again. It's been a real trip. You're not getting out of this one alive.
Cloud, I don't know, buddy. We should probably heal you a little bit because I want to. Alright, we almost got the head down. Oh, that. Oh! That hurt. Cloud is dead. Yeah, well. I took care of the head. Thought it was a limit break up. This is a cool shot. It really is. I will hand it to Nomura for this. Cool shot. Really, really cool shot. Yeah, we're not done. Cloud is dead, though. That being said, we're going to take Cloud here and use the Phoenix down on him. And then on... Oh, wait, no. We're just going to hit the finishing touch on this guy and or lady, and it should take care of it. Or at least get close to it. I thought it would do a lot more damage, quite honestly. That's right, I'm here, Kate Sith. Oh, he doesn't have... Okay, alright. That's fine. Cure to Cloud. Oh, he got Kate Sith in the middle of the cast. Okay, alright. Is that how it works now? Let's use the synergy ability. Here we go. Oh, wait. I didn't mean for that to happen the way that it did. Okay, alright, whatever. Let's just shoot. What am I going to do? There we go. Oh, Morning Wall again. I really thought that would do more damage, quite honestly. And it moved as I was going to hit it. That sucks. Come on, Barrett. You do get healed after this fight, so don't be afraid to kind of expel some of your stuff, okay? Watch him move when I do this. Her. Yeah, well, she knocked me out of the way, so that was a complete waste. Yo, what are we doing here? Come on, hit him, hit him, hit her, hit her, hit her. Again, we did this stuff. What are we doing here? Barrett, just use your focus shot. Oh, we almost got her down. If we get her staggered, we're gonna get her staggered. Stagger, stagger. Okay, we got her. This is it. So technically, this happened in the game. You did fight, to the best of my recollection, a Genova variant after Sephiroth kills Aerith. From this point, everything else didn't happen in the original game. And I mean everything.
What now?
White, as far as the eye can see. Hey!
I guess it beats
there?
green. I mean, I don't know. Or puce.
How about that? Well, nice to see you too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hear you've been pretty busy.
Yeah. With your girl. So once again, this did not happen in Final Fantasy VII. At all. Zack was not available. Yeah, very good. You guys are like in tandem with each other. All right, here we go. The secret here, to the best of my recollection, is to switch between Zack and Cloud freely and do not worry about using any sort of... You know, when Sephiroth is
Follow my lead.
really on somebody, make sure you switch to somebody else. He will counter. Don't bother using a lot of... Use your stuff for healing, is what I'm saying, your ATB battles. Because watch what happens if you try to actually do something to him. He counters. He absolutely counters. So save your ATB stuff for anything else, okay? You just really do. And you can't change Zack's stuff around, so don't even worry about it. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, the second he starts focusing on one guy, you switch to the other, is how it kind of works in this battle. And he's going to hurt somebody here. Let's see if I have an ability to, I don't. Well, let's see.
Deal with that.
Oh, wow, he just whipped Zack. Okay. And Cloud at the same time. Holy crap, Stain.
Not looking good.
It's not. And Zack just got interrupted in his spell, so we need to cast it again. There we go. Alright. Once we get him staggered, we should be somewhat okay. Staggered. Zack has a limited break. We're going to use it. We're going to use this. Because he's stunned. Staggered. There we go. We got him. Down he goes. He's defeated. That version of him's defeated.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part.
So now he separates Zack and Sephiroth from each other.
Cloud, save her!
He's talking about Aerith.
Alone at last. Shall we?
And giant Sephiroth on top of Sephiroth also did not happen in the original game. So go figure on that one. Cloud does not heal here. This is not as bad as it looks, though. All you gotta do is get over to the weak spot. And once that happens, you're actually in like Flint. So just let him do his thing. Dodge his attacks. Heal when you can, obviously. With the heal spell, of course. Not as bad as it looks, though. Honestly, this is not as bad as it looks. All I gotta do is hit his body with the weak spot. There are many attacks he's going to have. Luckily, we have a limit break that we're going to use right now, and this will probably cripple his body.
Let's finish this.
There we go. So there's phase 2 of the final boss fight. With his egg butt. He has a butt that's shaped like an egg. Why you got an egg butt? What's wrong with you, boy? And now we climb a little bit here over his egg, I suppose. Yes, this is a part you control, so just make sure you're doing what you got to do, I guess. That part I didn't do. The game did that on its own. Here we go. Here we go. 500 hit points, baby. You suck for 500 hit points. Oh, no, it's completely stupid. 500 hit points. All right, so now Sephiroth Reborn. We do have to fight him for real now. I tend to want to save at least 1 ATB for healing. So you do what you want to do. Technically, what we just got done with was phase 3 of his stuff. Now we're on phase 4, so... He is scary. But if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, you know, it's pretty normal for Nomura. I mean, just how it is. There's phase 3 down.
Any sign?
Maybe the Whispers got him.
You think they took him somewhere? Look out!
So this is phase 4 of the boss fight. So I mean, there's several phases to this fight. In this case, Bahamut here is going to be shielding Sephiroth, so we want to make sure we take him down first.
This one's for Aerith.
This is bad. This is very bad.
Unbridled strength for certain.
Come on, we gotta take out Bahamut. There, come on.
He will revive Bahamut, so make sure you're prepared for that. And this is exactly why I say heal and have healing on everybody, cure on everybody, because you need to cure. You have to cure at this point of the game, okay? It's just... there's nothing you can do about it. If you do not have cure, you are screwed. And high levels of cure. People just died right there. Honestly, Amanda, I have my original version of Final Fantasy VII, Black Label, right over there. And I let somebody borrow it. And since they borrowed it, I can't get the second disc to load either. So it is completely not your fault. Okay.
Let me take care of those wings for you.
Yeah, take out the wings for certain. Bahamut is about to be staggered here, and I want to try to get him staggered. Yeah, no, you don't gotta love it. That hurt. No, save the limit break. He's about to go down.
That's bullshit. Bringing it back like that.
The wings are healing it.
Let's finish. Here I go. Aww.
That's what I wanted.
Pick up the other.
Spell Cura to Kate Sith. Alright, Tifa has spells. We're gonna use spells. What? Whoa, oh, what? What? Oh, wait. What? Almost got it. Almost got him. There we goes. The right wing now should be what we focus on. Oh, we crippled the right wing already. Okay, alright. Never mind then. So there's phase, what, 4 down. So let's start phase 5. This boss has like several phases. There's 7 phases to this boss, now that I think about it. Okay, here we go. That's Meteor.
What the hell is going on?
That's called Meteor, Zach. Yeah, but 7 phases is a lot. Especially the way they kind of put these out there. Like,
And whatever happens, protect your honor as a soldier.
as I said, none of this ever happened in the original game.
Sorry. This is gonna sting.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing right now? All right. His chest looks a lot like his face. I'm just saying. And I guess he has a sword that we didn't know about. In the original game, this did not happen. No, this did not happen at all. Oh, crap in a hat.
Nice move.
Just because I want to make sure that I'm alive.
Not going down that easy.
I think we have a synergy ability. Together as one. Oh, no. We're gonna save that. I want the chest down. Now the chest is down. Now we're gonna use together as one.
All right. Cloud on it. Watch and learn.
Oh, okay. Mr. Sephiroth Reborn. Alright, that was a shot right there. He's about to be staggered. If we can get him staggered, I think we're alright. And don't worry about Zack's well-being because he is not... I'm going to say that as I cure myself. He is not around at the end, so don't worry about him. Again, he does not belong in this world.
You ready? Bringing out the big gun.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, so the reason why I said to make sure we have body elemental materia equipped on everybody is for this very reason right here. Okay, that is his weak spot. It's also shielded. His wings, what you need to take out. His wings go through elemental stuff. So we wait until the weakness comes up. Oh, weak. Okay, wait a minute here. Yeah, well, I don't care who it is. So this is fire. What is... it doesn't matter. I don't have the strongest spell equipped. That's ice right there. There we go. That's lightning, so let's go ahead and hit it with... Oh, I have Blizzard and Arrow. Arrow God. Let's hit it with Arrow God. There we go. Now we wait around. I have... the second he goes fire with Barret, I'll hit him again. There he goes Arrow now. He's going to cast these tornadoes. There he goes. Tornadoes. Run away from the tornadoes. My friend, go fire. The second you go fire, you're going to go staggered, and I can't wait. He's about to go... Oh, okay, whatever. Go fire. Go fire. Go fire. He's going to go fire. There we go. Spells, Blizzard. This is going to take him where I want him to. There we go. There we go. Crippled the core. We got it. You have to be careful with that version because of the elemental wings. Dead serious. Alright, we got him here. Heartless Angel is going to be where he reduces all this to 1 hit point, I believe. That's exactly what I just said. Okay, and because we are in the position that we are, I want to make sure we're healing everybody. He's focused of Yuffie died. Not what I wanted to see. That being said, oh, he's gonna hit Octo Slash. Okay, that's not good. Items. There's no healing after this part for these characters, so do not worry about their viability after this, okay? I'm dead serious. Limit break is up. Get old Reliable up and going. Alright, we did it. So, this is the hardest part of the game. That was the second to last phase. So he's back to being himself again after all that crap about him being gigantic and 3 heads and all that stuff. Cloud's gonna have to fight him. But he's not gonna do it alone.
Let's end this. Together.
I must admit, I underestimated you.
Okay, so Sephiroth here has no elemental weaknesses. Okay, so that's the exact reason why I didn't worry about keeping Cloud with all these different elements on him. I've been the type of person that's like, Cloud has to have all the elements, and he's got to have this, and he's got to have that. Does not matter at this part of the game. All you have to worry about is the fact that you have 1 maxed out elemental materia on Cloud and 1 maxed out elemental materia, on Aerith. Goodness gracious, pardon me. You also want to make sure they both have maxed out Cure. I'm hiccuping. Because they have to be able to cure each other. Sephiroth's attacks have no elemental status to them whatsoever. I have the hiccups. So, no matter what materia you equip, elemental-wise, with the elemental on Cloud or Aerith, it'll make no difference. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. So, the secret here is your limit breaks with Cloud, okay? You're going to have the ability to build up a couple of limit breaks. You want your second limit break to be after he gets to his really PO'd part of his stuff. And it's on when he gets to about like 25% of his health. If you use your limit break before he gets down to the part where he gets super PO'd, you're done, okay? So if you get to your second limit break and he's still got 50% of his health left, keep it. And make sure if you have I have Odin equipped on Cloud. Use your summons at this part of the game, especially Odin. It will help you, okay? Odin will be a godsend here. So make sure you're using your summons. Otherwise, he fights just like he did with you and Zack, right? Switch between. Do what damage you can. Watch your limit breaks. Okay, when he does that, you have to watch. You really have to watch. And Aerith, use Aerith's cure. Holy crap! Okay. Use cure on Aerith because she has like the least amount of hit points. Notice we have a limit break halfway up already on Cloud. Okay, so we have the Masamune here. This is what I want to. This is why we have these equipped for this very reason. We have the Masamune. And that pressures him when you are able to take out his special stuff. We got him to 75% health. He's going to be a little harder to deal with at this point. Try to keep ATBs on equipped, ready for both Cloud and Aerith, okay? He's going to be staggered here. Aerith and Cloud are both a little light here on health. Cloud is much more important. Okay, he's got the Whisper Cannon up. We're gonna use Thunder God on his wing, and that'll stagger him again. Yeah, he's about to be staggered. There we go. Cloud has a limit break up. Go ahead and use it right here. There we go. Alright, so from here on out, save your limit break for Cloud, okay? Because he's going to get really mad from here on out, okay? We're going to go ahead and cure Aerith here because she has the ability. Back to Cloud. Save your ATBs. 1 for healing. 1 and 2 for magic if you have to. Wow, that hurt. Okay. Our summon is not up. Okay, see how he did that right there? We're going to use Aerith's limit to heal us. That being said, we're going to go ahead and Aerith has a couple of cures up. 1 for her. For her.
I'll show you what I can do.
Keep it going, keep it going. We're doing all right here. But he's about to get really mad, so keep that in mind because we're getting down to the part. Yeah, here he goes. Spells. Thunder God. Use it on the Masamune. He's gonna hit Cloud. He is gonna kill Cloud with this. Spells. I'm gonna just cast this on Cloud because Cloud's about to eat it. So here we are again. He's mad. He's really mad. Cloud is about to hit. He's close to his limit. If we can get his limit break on Sephiroth here, like we got it. This is it. This is absolutely it. Limit break. We beat the game. And no summon that time. There was no summon that time, okay? And like I said, the first game, none of this crap ever happened. After Jenova dies, everything was Sephiroth here with the giant Sephiroth with his heads, his 3 frickin' heads, and Zack jumping in the church for whatever reason, and Aerith coming back here. Never happened. Never frickin' happened. And Sephiroth decides discretion is the better part of valor.
Why is he laughing?
Because he knows this isn't over.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're going to do in the next game. But from this point on, in the original Final Fantasy VII, Aerith is dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. She is no longer accessible.
Everybody's waiting.
Sorry, Aerith. Muscle Mommy Tifa is the best. Get me wrong. Like the biker jacket, but no, she's gone. See, she's fading away.
We got him.
Or something.
So this is it, huh? Time to say goodbye. For now. See ya!
Aerith still be dead. So this part did happen. Cloud was very upset when Aerith died. Not because he was in love with her or anything like that. But, you know, she was a part of his party. And he was very upset at...
Aerith. Wake up.
Yeah, he wants her... He's like, she'll never feel warmth again. Or something to that effect.
Can't stay here forever. We'd best get moving.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yep, there we go. White materia. Important. Not important now. Will be important later.
see you off.
Tifa, come on.
I have to admit, you were quite the man.
Who, me? I guess not. Anyway, you haven't seen Viceroy Saruf, have you? He failed to show at an important event. Made us look like fools.
Maybe he wouldn't have if you'd spent some money on that set.
Ah, you're probably right. Rich kids do like things just so. Still got results, though, even without him. Resistance elements are more fired up than ever.
You know, Glenn, I'm on to you. This war is nothing but a ploy to distract me from Sephiroth.
Ding, 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 ding.
How very astute. Regardless, the plan is already in motion. Our promised land will become reality. Our father's dream, accomplished by his son.
Okay. So that was an interesting line right there. A father's dream accomplished by his son. Which, to the best of my knowledge, Hojo is Sephiroth's father. So this is all revolving around Hojo right now.
Not some imitation.
But an imitation's all you deserve.
Screw you. No one drinks Jobu's rum. If you get that reference, we're friends automatically.
In the back, just like old times.
Okay, so the Bane game kind of, that's a weapon right there. Kind of what happened is that after Junon, after the whole thing with the Junon, and yeah, we ran into the Turks once or twice. Shinra kind of goes away. Like they don't become, they're kind of in the background, and it isn't until after Aerith dies that oh my God, Shinra's still a thing. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And that's a weapon. 2 weapons. which were things in the original game. That it looks like the emerald and ruby weapon. Don't know how accurate that is, but one is blue and one is red, so we'll go with that. Was there an emerald weapon? I know there was a ruby weapon. I want to say that one was green.
I couldn't have dreamt that. It all felt way too real.
I said emerald. I meant sapphire. Sapphires are blue. Emeralds are green. See, I've been drinking.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part. But who's to say they can't unite again?
Can you not raise it just a wee bit higher?
Higher? I love the Scottish accent, I do.
Nice catch.
So, what Aerith actually do anyway?
She died. Oh wait, Aerith's right there.
Well? And with that, we are cleared for takeoff.
So now I need to know because I've seen this, but why is she crying?
It's not fair.
It's because Aerith is no longer here, basically. Oh, Red is being loyal to Tifa, like a loyal, doggish like thing should. The theme in the background is great, and I've seen this before, but I've been drinking now, so everything's gonna be a little more emotional. The transparent materia. She's mirror-like materia. Okay.
The hell?
You saw as the black materia? Okay. Interesting.
The reunion.
So he is still not completely over
Yeah.
Sephiroth, basically.
One sec.
And he's hid the black materia in the Buster Sword. Not hid, but made it in there.
You have to promise not to look up.
Don't look up.
Well, now I gotta look.
That's what he said.
Fine, but don't let it get to you.
Don't let what get to me?
It's not real. Just an illusion. Now let's go get Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
North?
Trust me, he is. Soldier's intuition.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah? Better hope you're right.
So Yeah, see, they suspect he's not over what he... Yeah. Tifa and Barrett...
We trust you.
They don't. They don't trust him.
Just
Tifa and
remember,
Barrett don't.
we got everything riding on this. And that's a load you'd best be ready to carry.
No heavy loads. We're close to capacity as it is.
That means crap outside. Because if you got a
Don't
dump,
worry
you need
about
to take
me.
care of it now.
I can handle it.
Yeah, he can't. You know, he can't.
Take care.
You gonna be okay getting back?
He's talking to Aerith.
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
I guess.
Okay.
But what if something happens?
Then I'll send up smoke.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
I'll put everything I've got into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
Aerith, I will stop Sephiroth. Trust me.
You promise?
Promise.
Interesting.
Walking city streets with worn cobblestone.
Okay. I don't want to get copyright struck here, so I'm going to keep talking during this point. Aerith is actually dead. Okay, so... Yeah, goodbye. She's gone. She's absolutely gone. No promises await at a journey's end. Okay, so that is an interesting thing there. No promises. What's going to happen? We have no real idea what's going to happen. And of course, we have these are the exact same credits that ran towards the end of Advent Children. If you really want to see Tetsuya Nomura's vision of Final Fantasy VII, do yourself a favor and watch Advent Children. It's out there. It's available on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. Quite frankly, it's entertaining, especially towards the end. But is that really what's going to happen? And if I know Nomura, he's going to try to make this kind of work into that. Nobuo Uematsu, love you. I've seen him in person once. Great, absolutely great. Tetsuya Nomura, I'm sorry, Nobuo Uematsu is a genius of music. Absolute genius of music. Is there going to be a special thanks to Sakaguchi? There should be, because this is Sakaguchi's production. At least it was. Okay, what are we looking at here? I'm talking over the music as much as I can because I don't want there to be a copyright strike, even though I'm sure there will be, because I'm just doing my absolute best to do this at this point. These are a lot of Japanese names I don't know. Yeah, see, I don't know these. Akira Isawa. Where I need to see special thanks, because Sakaguchi deserves a special thanks. Yukiyama Akama, okay, whatever. I don't still see Sakaguchi's name. Akio Awada, okay. These are all Japanese names. I mean, it's not surprising. There we go, Yoshitaka Amano, very famous Japanese painter. I love his artwork. It's distinctive. Lauren Allred did the theme song. If that's what we're listening to right now, I don't know. What are we looking at here? Cody Christian was Cloud. Brianna White was Aerith. Britt Barron was Tifa. John Eric Bentley was Barrett. Red 13 was Max Milton. Okay, because he did 2 voices. Susie Young was Yuffie. Kate Sith was Paul Tinto. Special thanks to him. J. Michael Tatum was Sid. And then Vincent was Matthew Mercer. And I would like to say that during that whole thing, John DiMaggio is Heidegger. John DiMaggio. Okay. Because we're doing this thing. John DiMaggio is a very accomplished voice actor. I'm looking through this list, and I'm just like, okay. John DiMaggio is a very accomplished voice actor. Futurama fans will know him as Bender. He's Bender the Robot. And Final Fantasy fans who never watched Futurama will know him as, in Final Fantasy X, he was the Blitzball player whose name is escaping me right now. Oh my god, I want to say Waka, but I don't know if that was actually his name. And I'm completely, why am I losing my mind here? I swear to God, I'm losing my mind. How do I not remember his bloody name? Where's his name? Blitzball, characters. Okay, character story. What the frick here? Okay, Yuna. Waka. It is Waka. Waka is his name. He is Waka. Okay, so Waka is also John DiMaggio. John DiMaggio is a very accomplished voice actor. Again, he's one of those guys that separate the art from the artist. I'm not telling you to agree with him or on anything or any actor or actress on anything, quite frankly. It's just not how it works. But John DiMaggio, who voiced Heidegger, a very accomplished voice actor. If you've not heard his voice before, yes, you have. You just need to look it up, okay? Piper Reese. And Roche was Austin Lee Matthews. The middle name is in there. Biggs was getting... okay, that is actually Sean Connery. Erica Lindbeck. I think I follow her on Twitter. Yuri Lowenthal. Okay, so Yuri Lowenthal there is actually another voice actor who I think he voices Spider-Man in the Spider-Man games that are released by Insomniac. But he's done some Naruto work. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's an accomplished voice actor. I just look at these lists, and usually I hear voices and the voices match to other people, but in this case it's like the names match. Because voice actors are really good voice actor or actress, you will not recognize their voice to the character because they are such accomplished. And if you look back, there's Fred. Okay, Fred, I will butcher his name. I've seen his name many times. Fred Tatasciore, and I know he is a accomplished voice actor as well. And I'm so sorry to butcher your name, Don Corneo, but I do recognize that name as well. And I need to look it up to see what else he's done because I know I've heard his voice before. And there it is. I mean, it's like one of the first names was Fred. And I don't want to hear it. Okay. Oh, wait. We have a lot of different voices here. Those are all additional voices. So take a second and look through those voices. See anyone that you recognize. Crispin Freeman on the right there. I know who Crispin... I've actually talked to Crispin Freeman a time or two. As an old school fan of anime, Crispin Freeman has voiced a lot of characters. I'm looking... Okay, hold on. Fred Tatasciore here. I'm looking for someone that I actually know that he's voiced. Oh. That's... Okay, that's one thing. He was in Wolverine and the X-Men. I recognize that name there. I don't think that's right. I've heard his voice before. Anyway, Crispin Freeman, who is voiced, I mean, he's like one... John Bailey. Okay, first of all, second voice down, John Bailey. If you ever go online right now and you watch honest trailers, John Bailey is the dude. John Bailey is the voice. So, again, one of those guys. You might not agree with him on everything. It's fine. His talent is great. He does a lot of movie voiceover trailers. He's absolutely amazing. And I respect him flat out. I really do. John Bailey, I like you. You're good. You're a good man. You're good. You do your voice there. It's good stuff there. If we go down further, we see Crispin Freeman. Crispin Freeman is an old school anime voice actor. First time I heard his voice was in a series, my favorite anime series of all time is called Slayers. Okay, Japanese anime. Slayers. Slayers. I love Slayers. It's my favorite anime ever. I'm sitting here looking at Johnny Young Bosch is right there too. He was the Blue Ranger, I think, in one of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He was also the voice of Vashta Stampede, I believe. Ashley Birch. Is that the Ashley Birch right there below his name? Is that? I'm dead serious. I don't see the E. Okay. Is that the Ashley Birch who's Tiny Tina and all that? Anyway, Crispin Freeman with Slayers. Slayers was the original series of Slayers was divided up here in the States as two series. Okay, we have one half and the second half. The character Crispin Freeman in Slayers is most known as doing is a character named Zelgadis, and in the first half of the series, Zelgadis was voiced by somebody else, some dude, I don't remember his name, doesn't matter. In the second half of the series, Crispin Freeman was the voice of Zelgadis, and he has been the voice of Zelgadis. If they called him right now, if they said, dude, we're doing a new series, we're doing a new movie of Slayers, Zelgadis is going to be in it, we need we need Zelgadis to be in it, and Crispin Freeman would do it right away. I mean, that's just how he is. I don't know him, but I know his ilk, right? That's what he would do. But I asked him flat out, dude, why is there a voice in the first half of the first season of Slayers, and then your voice is second? And I said, first of all, I mean, seriously, I want you to know, I think your voice matches up to the character more than anything. I just want to know why there's a difference in the voice. And he said, I completely understand. I completely, it's true. I completely get it. The truth is that the first half of the series was voiced, and Robin Atkinson. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting distracted by names here before I go any further. He said, I understand that there are differences in the voice. I completely understand. The truth is they recorded the first half of the first season with this dude, and when it got so popular, they were going to do the second half, and no one had his contact information. Like, there was no phone number, there was no email address, because it was before email, right? And he was gone. No one knows where he went. No one. And he's probably out there right now, like, dude, I'm the original voice of Zelgadis. Where am I? But Crispin Freeman took over, and he's been the voice of Zelgadis since then, in all the series since. Robin Atkin Downs, I believe, is the voice of the Riddler in the Batman Arkham series, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sorry, I'm reading through the voices here, and most of them I do not recognize. But the ones that I do, I want to make sure I point out. Okay, I mean, and no disrespect to the folks who I don't recognize. I really do not mean that whatsoever. It's just the guys and gals that I recognize that are on this on this list. I will make sure I point out. And if Robin Atkinson Downs is not the voice of the Riddler in the Arkham series, I will eat my hat. Pretty sure he was. Robin. Okay, I'm typing it in now. There it is. Oh, good Lord. He's 70. Oh, okay. I'm going to eat my own hat here. He's from the United Kingdom. Good for him. Okay, all right. He's a lot older than I thought he was. I thought he was young, so I might have to eat my own hat here at this point. I have several hats in there, and I need to eat one of them. I really might. Okay. References. Okay. Hold on. Voice of Riddler in Batman Arkham. Who is that? I might not have the emote hat here. I'm wrong. I am completely wrong. Oh my god, I'm the my own hat. Okay, so Wally Wingert is the voice of the Riddler, and I'm so sorry. I don't know where I got that. Okay, looking through the rest. I've seen his voice before. And now I'm going to look up Ashley Birch because it's definitely a distinctive version of her voice. Okay. Hit Ashley Birch. Okay, Ashley Birch is actually the Ashley Birch. So Tiny Tina slash What You Plan Ash, you know, that stuff. That is the Ashley Birch. She's in Final Fantasy. Good for her. She is a very accomplished. She's actually very funny, quite frankly. If you really want something to laugh at, if it's still on YouTube, Hey Ash, what you playing? There's some really funny stuff in there that she did because of her and her brother, who her brother wrote Borderlands 2. So if you like that, go for it. And I'm looking through the names here. Christopher Sabat. Right there above the resume name. Christopher Sabat. And I'm doing this, of course, to pad up time because it's whatever. Christopher. I think he's a Dragon Ball actor, right? Oh, I'm right. That happens every once in a while. Vegeta. He's Vegeta and Piccolo in the Dragon Ball Z, and he was in Yu Yu Hakusho. Full Metal Alchemist, he is Armstrong. I watched Full Metal. I'm not a Dragon Ball fan, but I did watch Full Metal. Oh, he was in Kitty Grade. I loved Kitty Grade. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm looking through the names here, like, who do I recognize the names of? I'm sure I missed some, quite frankly. Okay, this is the Japanese motion. Oh, this is actually the Japanese motion cast. Okay, I get that. All Japanese names. They did the voice. The action cast. You know, they did the motion capture. Akira Suragawa. Sugihara. I'm so sorry. I can't. I was drinking. Nobu Uematsu. Love you, Nobu Uematsu. He's the OG. I actually saw Dear Friends in concert here in Chicago. And he was there. And it was one of the best. It was the first concert I ever went to. And he was amazing. I mean, it was amazing. He was absolutely amazing. It was amazing. And if you ever get a chance to go see Dear Friends in concert, please go do it. It's a wonderful experience that I loved quite a bit. Okay, we're done with the singing. So what do we got here? This is all people who've done the game. Oh, we have a thing here. Okay, Zack is helping out Cloud. Again, this never happened in the original game. But whatever. And he's watching Tifa being... I guess she's dead. Because look at that. I mean, again, this never happened. There's Kyrie. Which is a great song, quite frankly. She sang a great song. He's sad Aerith passed away. Tifa's upset. Once again, the thing about the flashback in Nibelheim is that Tifa has one recollection, which she was cognizant for, and Cloud has a different recollection that he was not cognizant for. So it's just, and that was Cloud. Oh, I spoiled it. I absolutely spoiled it right there. Since we're a couple of years away, I'll go ahead and spoil it. Cloud was not Zack, but he was there. He was one of the soldiers, the masked guys that was there. So when I saw Sephiroth was dead, technically Cloud killed him. Because Sephiroth killed Zack, and then this guy with a helmet walks in and just stabs Sephiroth with a buzzsword right through the chest and throws him into the live stream. And that random soldier took off his helmet, and it was actually Cloud. So that's what happened. We'll go over it again in 4 to 5 years if you remember it. If you forget and remember it, I'm so sorry. But that's exactly what happened in the game. I don't know if that's going to happen now or not, but that's what happened in the game. Exactly what happened in the game. So I really did enjoy this game. I really did. And I enjoyed it for a couple of different reasons. First of all, I'm not one of those types that just says the original is absolutely the best on anything. I'm not. John Crow, that's a bad name. But I am the kind of guy who says, hey, the original game is popular for a reason. The original source material is popular for a reason. You need to honor it. And they did honor it in this game. And that's something I have to take my head off to Tetsuo Nomura about. He actually did honor the original game. He followed the original game for the most part. But, you know, as I said on Twitter, Nomura has this tick, right? He's got to go off into completely left field when it comes down to the end of the game. And, I mean, all artistic people have their... Toho? Toho did the... Toho Studio, really? Every director and actor and whatever has their tick to it, right? I mean, that's just how it works. That's Spielberg does his stuff, Francis Ford Coppola does his stuff. They all have their way they do things. Completely get it. It's not like it's going to be the kind of thing where it's going to be, you can't tell the difference, right? I'll be right back. Give me a quick little bio break. Alright, so part of me is thinking that our next stream should actually be me playing through the original Final Fantasy VII, which I have downloaded on my Switch, so that might actually happen. So you guys could see the difference between this game and the first remake and this game, so you can see what's going to happen in the third game. And I don't know if it's going to happen exactly that way. Tetsuo Nomura has this way of trumping things up. There's Sean Connery, muscular Sean Connery. Nomura has this way of kind of, you're going to fight this guy. It's going to be you versus him, right? And all of a sudden, this guy ends up being a 20-story boss with all these different things that are going to happen. That's Nomura's thing, is that everything is much more a big deal than it should be, that it was when you first started playing. And that is just how Nomura is. Now, I'm not making fun of Nomura here, because all runners of a game / movie have their tropes. Sakaguchi was no different. Sakaguchi was really good at the Scooby-Doo ending, right? Where you're playing through the game, and you're like, I hate this guy is really bad, and then you get to the end of the game, and the bad guy takes off his mask, and haha, it's somebody totally different. So, I mean, it's everyone's got their critiques. It's not like I'm saying that Sakaguchi was perfect, because he was not. But I totally Maynard. Oh, that's a name right there. Okay, I can't say that name. Tomoko Katsuragara. So sorry, I mispronounced that if I did. There's Cisne. She was in Crisis Core. And by the way, I should say this. The Final Fantasy VII mythology, the stories surrounding the original Final Fantasy VII only happened because of the popularity of the game. This whole thing with Zack, this whole thing with Cisne, this whole thing, I mean, Vincent did... I have the freaking game right over there, and I can't remember the name of it. Dirge of Cerberus. The whole thing, everything surrounding Final Fantasy VII only happened because of the popularity of Final Fantasy VII. The game's popularity was what made it as popular as it was. Because of that popularity, they went back and they said, we should do games based off of this, and this, and this. And that's exactly what happened. And I will... Final Fantasy VII, not my favorite Final Fantasy. It is not. But I will always say, and I've always said, it is the Babe Ruth of Final Fantasy. It is the Babe Ruth of JRPGs. It is the game that brought everybody else to the table. Because of the success of Final Fantasy VII, to this day, we still see Tales games. We still see the Mana games. There is a litany of JRPGs that come out here to this day because of the success that this game paved for it. So I will never, ever in a million years say that, well, you know, Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite. No, it is not. It absolutely is not. In fact, it's mid for me. But I recognize 100%, a million percent, how it paved the way for other JRPGs to come over here. And because of its success, we are still to this day enjoying the fruits of its labor. And, I mean, the Tales series was around for a lot longer than we've seen it. And now it's coming out here. Every time they do a new Tales, they bring it out here. Why? Because they brought it out because of the success of this game. Billion% correct. So, do not deny the success and the influence that Final Fantasy VII had over the console, in particular, RPG market. I really mean that. 1,000 gajillion%. These are all Chinese names. I can tell by looking at them, they're all Chinese. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that because they're all Chinese names. I can recognize the difference between Chinese and Japanese names, and those are all Chinese names. There's a couple of Japanese names right there. Yeah, those are all Japanese right there. Okay, now we're getting back to some Chinese names. Although Yvette is not... Wang is a Chinese name, Yvette is not. So that now we're getting more back to the worldwide names here, quite honestly. So I'm interested to see where we're going to go from here. And I hope the next game, the last game, doesn't come out like 5 years from now. I really don't. I really want the next game to come out like next year. Because it deserves it. We need to know what's going to happen. And I know they have, you know, Nomura has this thing in mind what he wants to do, but the point of the fact is, this is not the MCU. You need to really get us some stuff here. We need to know what's going to happen. Because people are going to forget. There's people right now, as I'm speaking, they're playing the remake before they play this. And there's going to be, I guarantee you, in 10 years, there's going to be a collection that comes out that's going to be in 12K or 16K or whatever it is, where it's going to be the whole remake trilogy together. Remake, reunion, and then remake, rebirth, and then reunion, or whatever they call the last game. They're going to do the whole thing together, and they're going to be interconnected, and you're going to be able to carry over. I think it's going to happen because from remake to rebirth, you could not carry over. They could tell you played the game, but they could not carry over your progress, and I really dislike that. Stuart Hodgson, that's an interesting project manager. Good for you. Out of all those names, Stuart Hodgson sticks out to me. But I hope they bring it up in the next 2 or 3 years. We really need to see what's going to happen. They're using the same engine, so it should not be that horrible, quite honestly. In fact, I would venture to say they're already somewhat deep in the development of the next game. And knowing Sony and knowing Square the way that I know them, they should bring out the next game on the PS5 or a launch game for the PS6. I can't even think of the PS6 at this point. Oh my god, I just and then on the PS6 or PS7 they do, hey, here's all of them together, where your progress carries over and etc. 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 Because it just doesn't seem like they wouldn't do that. So in the next version of the game, we should see a Avalanche, Cloud, and Barrett and Tifa are going to be their own kind of separate thing, and Kate Sith is going to be there as kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? An ambassador between us and Shinra. And Shinra's going to do their own thing, because that's what Shinra does. And there's still going to be some stuff with Shinra. But Shinra is going to come to the point where they realize, okay, this is beyond what we're doing right now. You know, you go through the first part of the game going, these are all English names. I'm looking at the right side going, these are all English names. You go through, and now they're not. You go through a point of the game where you're like, okay, Shinra's bad, Shinra, and then you get to the 2/3 of the game, and then it becomes, okay, Shinra is bad, but there's somebody a heck of a lot worse. So that'll happen, 100% happen. I believe in the next game. I really hope they do something really spectacular with the next game. They've been playing towards this thing with Aerith and her deaths. I mean, she died in 7 again. I remember it like it was yesterday that I loaded up that CD. I watched the video, A Death, and here comes Sephiroth with his sword right through Aerith's chest. And of course, I'm Team Tifa. I was never a big Aerith fan. I was always a fan of Tifa. Still am to this day. I have I have one figure up there of Tifa, and I have 2 statuettes right there of Tifa. And I have the original 2 Extra Knights figures in my basement of Tifa. And I have a plushie of Tifa, actually, downstairs as well. You perverts, I don't sleep with it. I sleep upstairs. But, I think that, they're going to do something with them in the next game. I think Aerith is going to come back, because she came back in Advent Children. And the thing is, for those who do not know, and I wouldn't be surprised if you do not, Tifa was actually modeled after Nomura's girlfriend at the time, and she was also the model for Final Fantasy VIII's Renoa. So if you ever looked at Renoa in Final Fantasy VIII and Tifa in FF7, and you went, hey, wait a minute, that's because they were basically modeled after the same person. And I have it on pretty good authority, and I won't mention any names, but I will say that this is very good authority, that Nomura's girlfriend was very full of herself and very arrogant. I don't know if he still is with her or not. That her character models were used in 7 and 8. Again, I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not saying that I know firsthand, because I don't, but I have it on pretty good secondhand information that it actually happened. She was kind of not a good person. I'm watching these names, and here's Ben Thompson. Like, Ben, you do not belong in this list. I'm sorry, dude. And Fred Altman, you don't belong either. There's Luke Haywood. Hey, Haywood, what you doing, bro? Gary Harrod. James Cunningham. Are you related to Richie? And all my Happy Days fans just laughed their butt off. Zara's theme. Again, a beautiful theme. It really is. Nomura did this. No, we should. Jeff Park. Lisa Bowler. I mean, I'm just looking at these names. Oli Chance. Oli Chance what? I'm making fun of their name. I'm just curious. Ian Walters? I'm sorry, there's an L in there. I'm not making fun of these folks. I'm not. I'm just kind of laughing at some of their names. And I don't mean that there's some bad about them. It's just that some names are funny. They really are. These are Unreal Engine. Okay. Using the Unreal Engine means one thing. That they're hard at work at the next game. Aerith's theme is beautiful. I have no issue with Aerith's theme at all. All original Final Fantasy VII fans and staff and all. I did not see, and maybe I was not paying attention because I was talking. I did not see Sakaguchi's name in there at all, which is sad because Sakaguchi did this game. A production of him. Okay, so technically, I've beaten the game twice now. Let's save this. Just because of the materia experience in this one right here. So we're done with Rebirth. It took us about a month, quite frankly. It came out. I'm sorry, 2 months because of my streaming. It came out at the end of February. We beat it at the end of April. So here's what's going to happen. Next week, supposedly, next Friday, hopefully, I will talk to my friend Alex about it, and we will discuss playing more Borderlands on Friday night. Sunday comes up much sooner than that, because it's the day after tomorrow. My plan right now is to play a new game, and tomorrow, when I have the day off, I'm going to start Stellar Blade, because Stellar Blade is installed on my PlayStation. If I think I can turn Stellar Blade into a wonderful experience, I'll play Stellar Blade. 90% of me says, though, we're going to load up the Switch and we're going to play Final Fantasy VII, because I really want people to see the difference between this game and the original games. And I want people to remember the original games were cutting edge. Final Fantasy VII was cutting edge at the time. So, and I will remind people of that whatsoever if I play. So I'm kind of leaning towards doing that right now, because that's going to be a game that's going to take us another couple months to play. And I really don't know what else is coming out over the next 2 months that's going to be any good. I mean, Stellar Blade, I have it installed. I have the disc right over there. I'm going to play it. I hope it's really good. I really do. I really want it to be good. But at the same time, we're gonna have to find some stuff to stream, and I think an old school JRPG like FF7, because FF7 and FF8. Let's go up to FF10. Okay, let's go up to 10. After 10, things took a change, and I love all those games. I'm except 8. 8 is terrible. I don't like 8 whatsoever, because the story is lazy, and I mean that the story is lazy. But 9 is one of the best FFs out there. 10 is really good. 11 is a MMO, and I don't count those. I really like 12, but not for the reasons that I like FF. 12 is like, hey, I like pizza, and then you say, chicken on pizza, okay, and that's, FF12 is basically chicken on pizza, in my opinion, but, that's just how it is, whatever. But anyway, I'm kind of leaning towards FF7 on Sunday on the Switch. We will see. We will see how I feel when the sun comes up on Sunday, okay? But in the meantime, I want to thank everyone for watching me play this game. I really do mean it. You guys are great. Please feel free to share and like and let people know that I am here. And I will see everybody coming up on Sunday.